Morning crew. For some Mornin's Tailboard, we'll be going over what to do if any of your digits get cuts on them. You think, well, simple thing, you get some Neosporin, put a Band-Aid on there. Well, if you work on a job site, you know that won't last very long. You start sweating, it's dirt in there, they just fall right off. Now, what I do is I use duct tape. No joke. I know I kid around a lot, I use duct tape for a lot of things, but I use duct tape instead of Band-Aids. Band-Aids, I don't carry them no more. What I do, you get a good amount of duct tape. Yeah, about so much. So you got a cut on your digit. You just put it over it. Make sure that you seal your little wound. If you got a cut ratch there, you make sure you press it together. You might want to clean out first, do whatever you got to do, whatever your scenario entails. And I just wrap it around. It looks kind of goofy at the moment. And then I press the end, so we seal it up. It's less likely to get water or anything. It looks goofy, don't it? We'll fix that in just a second. But we got that. We'll get another little strip of duct tape. We're going to fix the ratch now. All right, so we're gonna I prefer to go inside to outside so it's more out of the way. We're just gonna fold this in back and get it all out of the way. I do several layers because water will get in here. You're gonna get dirt and water all in there. Now, some of y'all might think this is just corny as all get out, and you know, it may look like that, but this has helped me so many times on a job site. So if you don't do it, that's fine. You use your Band-Aids. They fall off, they fall off. This is what works for me. Now, this could last, depending on how much work you're doing, it could last an entire day. May not. That's why you got all this duct tape. So as y'all can see, it's pretty well sealed up. I can do pretty much anything. I can dunk this thing in water. It's going to stay on there pretty good. Not all the time, but majority of the time. It will stay on there pretty darn good. And you just kind of peel it off in the shower. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit when you take it off your little boo-boo and whatnot. But this beats having to deal with all kinds of junk getting in your little cut, getting your infection, because nobody gets off a job site for having a little cut. If you do, you're a wuss. Nobody cares. My crew, you're not allowed to leave if you get a cut. If your foreman lets you, well, that's y'all's issue. My crew, you never leave if you get a cut. You put some duct tape on it, or I'm no doctor. This is not advice by any means, but this is what I and my crew do. I do this for myself. If any of y'all copy it and something happens, ain't my fault. If I have a cut on one of my digits or anywhere and it's split open, not down to a blood vessel where it's bleeding a bunch, well, depends, I might, but as long as it ain't going to no big vessel there, I put super glue inside, not shoving it in, just on inside the skin just slightly, and press it together, and you put duct tape on there. You can work the rest of the day, or I can work the rest of the day with that, and yeah, might sting a little bit. I used original super glue. That's what super glue is designed for. Look it up. It was invented during the Vietnam War. Patch guys up. So I put it right inside just slightly, press everything together, duct tape it. It'll hold it together, and depending on how deep you put the super glue, which shouldn't be too deep, it will grow out after a while. You will have your little line of super glue, but eventually it will grow out with the rest of your skin. Don't shove it in there. You don't want super glue getting into your blood and then going back to your heart. So, anywho's, again, I'm not recommending nothing. This is not advice. This is just what I do. I am no doctor. If you want legal beagle advice, go to the hospital. If you have a splinter, go to the hospital. Now, what I do, get a splinter, screw the splinter. Dig it out with your knife. Put some duct tape on it. Anywho, that's what I do for myself or my crew. If they want to put a Band-Aid on it, go for it, put a Band-Aid on it. We are not leaving sight for a little bitty boo-boo. We don't do boo-boos. Unacceptable to leave for that. So, that's this morning's tailboard. Hope y'all enjoy that. We got longer videos coming out once the weather gets a little bit better. Other than that, we'll try and get more morning tailboards in the works. Try and get it out different mornings of the week. All right. Stay safe on the job sites, y'all. And yeah, duct tape works amazing. But if you want official advice for legal reasons, go to the hospital. Even if you got a itchy bitsy little scratch, go to the hospital. Wash it out with whatever they tell you to. I don't know. I've never done that, so I can't tell you. All right, crew, stay safe on the job sites. See y'all on the next one.